Hey guys, it's Elisa, and today I have a book haul. I have not done my February book haul, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the books that I acquired in the month of February. Vampire Academy, the graphic novel. I went ahead and purchased this. This is the first book that I got in the month of February. This was on sale at Amazon for $5, $5.40 if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's still going on. I got this, I think, right before the movie, actually. Lover Enshrined by J.R. Ward. This is book 6 in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. So my collection is finally complete. All of them are in hardback. It follows Fury and his story. This one and book 9 were my least favorite. Not that they're bad or anything like that. Book 9 was a little slow, but because there is a lot of Butch and V in it, I enjoyed it. This one, I got annoyed a little bit with Fury, but I still liked it. I think I liked it the second time around than the first time, but I'm happy that my collection in hardback is finally complete, and I can't wait for April the 1st for the 12th book to come out. The Unseemly Education of Anne Merchant. This is by Joanne Wybe. Don't know if I'm saying that right. This is a story about a girl who goes to a boarding school. I have not read a lot of boarding school stories, so I was intrigued. I actually won this book. Anne goes to this boarding school in Maine. There's this huge competition going on. There's somebody named, I think, Harper, who is the front runner. The students are given a guardian and a task that they need to learn some information. There's a boy named Ben that she's getting distracted by. She makes friends, and there is somebody named Pilot who is not participating in the competition or whatever, and the more questions they ask, the more answers they find, more questions they have, or something like that. It sounds very intriguing. I want to read it in the month of March, especially since I want it. Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is book 2 in the Lunar Chronicle series. I own the first one, Cinder, in paperback. Since I own the first one in paperback, I decided that I am going to purchase these in paperback. I am going to wait until they come out in paperback for me to get, so that my collection matches. That's why I don't buy them in hardback, because then that's just way more money. So I purchased Scarlet in paperback, and this comes with like a bonus story. So yeah, I had a coupon, and I think it cost me like $6 or $7. Glow by Kathleen Ryan. This is a young adult book. It is a dystopian. What caught my eye is that this has like a blurb in the back that says that this is the most riveting story since the Hunger Games, so kind of curious. This story follows Waverly and Kieran. Waverly and Kieran are destined to be together. In this society, they have to marry young so that they can procreate, and themselves and their children carry on the task of getting to New Earth. And Waverly is kind of questioning whether she wants to be with Kieran or not, even though he is a captain to be and she does have feelings for him, but she isn't really given a chance to contemplate it because evildoers separate them, so they are on different ships to, I don't know where, don't remember. And basically the premise is, are they going to get back together? And more importantly, will they survive to take care and preserve the future of mankind? So it sounded very intriguing. I was like, it's $4, it's hardback. There's nothing wrong with it. I think there's a marking on the bottom, but that's about it. I haven't heard anything about this book before, so if any of you guys have read it, let me know if you guys liked it. I have yet to look it up in Goodreads, but I will after this video, just because I just realized that right now. But I am super intrigued about this book, so hopefully I get to it soon. I also got some ebooks that I'm going to go ahead and show you. The first book is Unbearable Guilt by Emma Grayson. This is book 2 in the Breathe Again series. Book 1 was Beautifully Loved, that I read a couple months ago. I don't remember when, but I loved that story a lot that I wanted to read book 2, which follows Kane Archer, which we get a very small taste of him in book 1. And book 1 did have the first chapter of Unbearable Guilt, so that alone, like, it gave me some insight of what is breaking his heart. So I can't wait to read it, so that's why I went ahead and purchased it. Worth the Chance by V. Keeland. This is book 2 in the MMA Fighter series. I purchased this one because I loved book 1, which is Worth the Fight, that followed Ellie and Nico and their relationship. I think I read it in December, I'm not too sure. But Vince Stone, we meet him in book 1. He is a high schooler in Worth the Fight that Nico is trying to get some of that anger out of him with the help of Nico's brother, who is the one that referred Vince to him and things like that. And Worth the Chance, Vince is a little more grown up. I think he's out of high school already. Trying to be an MMA fighter, or maybe he is an MMA fighter, not too sure. And of course, with him finding his love interest, because I loved book 1, I'm hoping that Nico and Ellie come out in Worth the Chance and I learn a little bit more about Vince. Be With Me by J. Lynn. This is book 2 in the Wait For You series. This is Chase and Teresa's book, which I have already read. If you watch my February wrap-up video, there's some information there and I'll link it down below. Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. This is the third and final book in the Under the Never Sky trilogy. I read book 1 and 2 and the novellas in February, and I did already read Into the Still Blue at the beginning of March, and you guys will hear all about that in my March wrap-up. But this, of course, still follows Perry and Arya and their journey to get to find the Still Blue, so we'll see. Bully by Penelope Douglas. This is another book that I already read in the month of February because it was a recommendation from my friend Gabby, and this follows Tate and Jared and their issues with Jared bullying Tate and why, and there's romance, and I loved it, and that's also part of my February wrap-up. Making Faces by Amy Harmon. This is a book that I read in February as well. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. This story follows Ambrose, who is described as beautiful, tall, handsome, gorgeous hair, and Fern is just an average girl with glasses who doesn't think someone like Ambrose will look at her. The story is described as a modern tale of Beauty and the Beast, where we discovered that there's a little bit of beauty and a little bit of beast in all of us. I really loved it. I enjoyed it. The emotion and the heartache and the things that it covers. The time frames that it goes over are things that I was similarly in, In the story, it takes place in the time frame of 9/11, of, 2001. And in that time frame, I mean, they're in high school and they're seeing this at school and they are seniors, and I'm I'm like already telling you guys how old I am. I was a senior in high school at that time, so I know exactly what they were going through, what they were feeling, what they saw. That's exactly kind of what we did my high school year, like on that day. So I was a little emotional with this book, but a lot of what they were talking about and what some of these people went through, I know people that kind of did some of those things, so it hit close to home a lot, but it was still a beautiful story, beautifully written, and I am a fan of Amy Harmon forever. So there's a little bit more information that I did not tell you guys in my February wrap up, but yes, this is one of the reasons why I like Making Faces. So there you guys go. These are the books that I went ahead and purchased in the month of February. If you guys have read any of these books before, let me know. If you have any questions about them, because some of them I've already read, you can ask me in the comments down below. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!